last night was that we're 100% sure that we do have the right suspect.
A devastating condition with tragic consequences, possibly a contributing factor in the death of a 7-month-old this week. 7-month-old boy. 31-year-old Sonia Hermosillo was hospitalized in June for postpartum depression. She was taking medication. She actually went to her first therapy session Monday morning, the same day police say she killed her son. Back with me, our Orange County District Attorney, Tony Roukakis, KTLA reporter David Begnaud, and Rusty Yates, whose ex-wife Andrea killed their 5 children in 2001. Now, Rusty, it's clear that this woman was seeking help, but it clearly also wasn't enough. Given Andrea's, your wife's diagnosis of postpartum depression, what more do we need to do? When I say we, I mean we as physicians, we as family members, we as community members. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think one problem we had was confidentiality. So the doctor, her first doctor at least, knew that Andrea was psychotic, but didn't relay that to the family. And I think, given that the father here used the word postpartum depression instead of psychosis, either they missed the diagnosis or they didn't, relay it to him. And that would be helpful. Also, not sending a psychotic person home, and expect that person to be, protected and the family to be protected from them. I think that would be a big help. And furthermore, I think with respect to the justice system's response, it's an incredible burden. I mean, if they could. Thank
you, Rusty. I want to throw that gauntlet down at the feet of the Orange County District Attorney, Tony Roukakis. He raises a very important point here, does he not?
Sure, I think it's an important point, but we do need to prosecute this case, I'm afraid, and I mean, the process starts with the charges, and of course the defense and others will present a great deal of information concerning whatever her defenses might be. And
Tony, I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you. I really want to challenge you on this because it bothers me greatly that we have a shortcoming in our healthcare system, which is we're only allowed to hold people for 72 hours. Even when they're gravely impaired like this. Maybe you can get them for 14 days, but again, that's very difficult to get. This person went home in an impaired state. She says, my baby's possessed by the devil and I need to get the devil out of it, whatever it might be. And now we're going to encumber the legal system with it and add to the misery of this family. How is that okay?
Well, she intentionally killed this baby.
In a psychotic state, though. Wait a minute, Tony. In a psychotic state because of a shortfall of the mental health system. And who knows what the insurance's issues were here and why she was pushed out early. I mean, she is clearly psychotic. She believes the child was something outside of reality, and she was engaged in responding to internal stimuli that caused disturbing behavior. Why do we have to encumber the legal system with that? I just don't understand.
Right. Well, I think if we don't, and if we just don't pursue the matter because we believe that she's has these mental problems that you're describing, then what? I mean, how do we ensure that this doesn't happen again? I think we're in the situation where we really have got to bring charges so that we guarantee as much as we can that this doesn't happen to some subsequent child.
District Attorney at Roukakis, excuse me.
Yes.
You're making my point exactly, which is the indictment should be of the healthcare system. And our ability to deliver mental health care in a contained way to people that really need it. That's where I challenge you to take action there because that's where the shortfall was. If she could have been held until her psychosis cleared, which, of course, that's violating her rights. We can't possibly do that. But isn't that really what's at issue here? I don't know. Listen, I don't want to keep going around about this. You see what my opinion is pretty clearly.
That might be a very good idea, but I don't have the ability or the jurisdiction to indict the healthcare system. I think we do have certainly a political question there, and you might want to rethink that Lanterman-Petrus Short Act that only keeps these people in custody for a very short time, as you said earlier.